Among other things, the threat of nuclear war and global destruction was a constant fear during the Cold War. The development of ICBMs or intercontinental ballistic missiles topped off the rest of the world with another large dose of fear and general paranoia. The United States had an interesting approach to how to launch these missiles in the event of the Cold War heating up. And this approach was a little unconventional. The Peacekeeper Rail Garrison was an idea proposed by Ronald Reagan during the latter part of the Cold War. In simple terms, it was to be a fleet of custom-built freight cars that were designed to resemble a standard car from the exterior, but from the inside, it wasn't carrying standard freight. It was an ICBM. The thought process was to have a large fleet of these mobile launchers traveling across the country that were ready to launch at a moment's notice. Since they were moving everywhere and to anywhere, anytime, it was harder to track where exactly they were, unlike a fixed ICBM launch site. 50 of these cars were proposed to be built, with 2 each going on 25 individual trains. They were a whopping 87 feet long and weighed 550,000 pounds. For reference, autorack rail cars are just barely shorter despite being one of the largest commonly used types. And for even more reference, a General Electric ES44AC, a very popular and well-used type of modern diesel engine, weighs 432,000 pounds. The special rail cars were also 15 feet 9 inches tall. Despite intense planning and even having a prototype built, the project was scrapped when the Cold War ended in 1991. Others had attempted to do a similar concept. China tested some in December of 2016. North Korea, the world's most unknown mainstream country, had tested the concept very recently in September of 2021. They had stated that they would like to employ this design and idea in the near future. There is one sole prototype preserved in the United States from their experiments on display at the National Museum of the United States Air Force.